another meal prep and a quick dinner idea that I'm going to show you how to do kale, salmon and feta slice. For this recipe I'm using about quarter bunch of fresh kale, quarter bunch of fresh parsley, 100 grams smoked salmon and 100 grams parmesan cheese, 125 grams or 3/4 cup of flour. You can add half a teaspoon of baking powder to it and about half a cup of whipping cream or milk or low fat milk or even almond milk, pepper to your taste and salt to your taste. And when you do this recipe, make sure that you remember to add less salt as feta, smoked salmon and parmesan all contains extra salt. 8 eggs and 150 grams feta cheese. So let's start. Very simple recipe, and I'm adding 4 jalapenos. If you don't want to add, you can omit this from recipe, but it's a very creamy slice, so I felt like adding a little bit of zing into it. So let's start. First, break the eggs into a bowl. And then the salt, pepper and the whipping cream. If you don't like to add whipping cream, you can always add milk instead. Now whisk. You don't need to whisk it thoroughly, only slightly. After, add a bit of flour and then whisk and another bit and whisk. When you add flour, add in few times without adding at once, so it mixes thoroughly. So add the flour again. And the last bit. Mix. That's done. Now let's cut the vegetables. Let's cut the parsley first. Instead of parsley, you can add any herb as you wish. Add it to the bowl. I'm going to cut the kale. You can cut it roughly or into small pieces. And then the jalapenos. After adding the kale, jalapenos and the parsley, mix it well. Now add the parmesan, then the smoked salmon, 100 grams. So don't add it like pieces, so I'm going to cut it on the board like this first. And then separate the pieces. Now use a spatula to mix. See how easy and simple it is to do. When you are busy or tired, you can do simple recipes like this and kids are going to love it too. And it's a nutritious full meal when you do something like this. Now it's ready. When you do a slice like this, if you can double this recipe, after making it you can slice it and put it in individual bags or in lunch boxes for you to take to work or to school. So this freezes really well too. And after, get a tray that you are going to bake and spray it well. Now I'm going to pour this. This is a 2.5 liter pan that I'm going to use. So this goes to the preheated oven, 180 Celsius in a normal oven or 160 in a fan forced oven, about 20 to 30 minutes or until it sets. The slice is ready and this is how it is. I bake this about 30 minutes, and if you want to take it out, slowly slide the knife through the sides and then cut according to the size you want. If you want to do as a finger food, you can cut it into nice little fingers or into cubes and put a toothpick on. Or if you are serving it as a main meal, cut it into 4 and then cut it into 4. So you get 8 slices. If you have extra slices, you can always put it in the freezer and take whenever you want. This is a nice freezable meal that you can try in less than 30 minutes. Hope you will enjoy. See you next time.